in Vietnam, on patrol with Whiskey Company 4R, near Barria. We're just out on the paddy field here. You see the APC personnel carriers and the Centurion tanks. We're all wearing helmets on one of these patrols. We don't usually do that. There's Ralph Kinney, the old Foreign Legionnaire. There's my old mate Frank, who's an Australian. Ralph Samari. There's myself. Peter JUpp. There's the paddy fields, see all the ridges around them. And we camped out there that night. There's some of the Maori. No, that's one of the machine gunners, I think. Here we are, we've just got a call to go to a village that's being done over by the North Vietnamese. Their villagers are leaving because they've just slaughtered all the top people, cut their throats, about 7 or 8 of them I believe. We're just sitting outside this little village waiting to go in. Now we're just doing, we've been in, we're just coming back and we're patrolling around the area. On top of the APC. There is artillery liaison calling down if they get any trouble, a few shells to help us out. Over the APC, see how they go through that mud there with great fun. There I am, hat off, looking a bit younger there. 21 I think. There's our machine gunner with his having a feed before we go out on patrol. Just about to leave. We've got his M60 there, machine gun. There's some of the boys sitting around before we're going out on patrol again. This is back at Nui Dat. Just sitting around the tents. It's luxurious there. You see all the nice sandbags. And we've got their war paint on. There I am. That's one of the old Maoris, tough guy. This is one of the shows they put on for the troops. I'm not sure who was there. I think it might have been Yvonne Barrett sitting in front of the makeshift stage. Oh, there's one of these snakes. This is back Nui Dat later on a muddy day. It's an old Mark V International. This is back at Nui Dat. There's one of these crate snakes. They reckon they call them cigarette snakes because you've got 5 minutes to live if they bite you. There's some of the artillery boys back at one of the units. These are the Americans next door with their big 155 self-propelled guns. Well sandbagged in. That was next door to 104 Bachelor, I think. This is driving to Vung Tau in a convoy one day. Or are we? No, actually that's I was going out on the Land Rover on some nice little missions around some of the local towns. There's a protection party, so I took that advantage to take a bit of movie. Some of these places being blown up by who knows what. Viet Cong, I suppose. This is just crossing over the big dam. This is the outskirts of Barria, just outside of Nui Dat, in between Nui Dat and Vung Tau. It's the barbed wire bridges, so I think they just blown it up not long ago, so it wasn't very effective. I don't know what river that was even. There let's stop for a while. We're taking one of the guns back to Vung Tau to be fixed. There's some of the ARVN, as I used to call the Vietnamese, South Vietnamese Army. Just passing some American helicopters, big daddies as they used to call them. There we are in Vung Tau. Just doing a bit of shopping. Some mate of mine. I think we dropped in at the Bagco Club. These are the long greens, the hills outside of Nui Dat. This is just taken from Berea, I think. Looks a pretty good little tropical scene. It was hot all the time. Hot and sticky. There's some little kids. Cute little tackers. There's a boy, he's driving his oxen, having a bit of fun. This is at a fire support base. I'm not sure which one it was. There's some, all having a shower. This is back in Nui Dat. Is it? No, it wasn't, sorry. We're off riding again. That's Nui Dat. That's the airfield there. Big American guns going by again. There they are, self-propelled guns. There's some of the Kiwis and the green berets. I think this was Yvonne Barrett's, yeah? I'm not sure. That's my old mate Smithy, the Kiwi. He finally went to, this is Stretch. He just trod on the mine and killed himself, unfortunately. There's a fire support base here. We're digging in there. The infantry all around the battery of guns. And then we patrol from the central position. There's an artillery dugout, so the command post or something like that. This is in the rubber plantation where the infantry boys are. This is the artillery, 104 battery. Some of the old boys from Brisbane. One of the gunners having a bit of rest between fire missions. Riding home to girlfriends and lovers. That's one of the 105mm howitzers. There's 6 of those in a battery. Fire a pretty big shell. I think they fired 40,000 rounds in Vietnam in a battery. This is back at the fire support base, and I'd go forward with the whiskey company, one of the platoons. And if I had a contact with the enemy, I'd call that bunch of artillery, and they smarten the enemy up. We dropped these guns in with big daddies. There's poor old Stretch, he bought it, treading on a mine. He was in the infantry, whiskey company. We were just coming back from looking over the guns. I was just showing them. I used to get bulldozers to come in and dig this. This is one of the infantry mortars. They have a little section of mortars next to the guns for extra protection, close range support. There's Smithy again. There's a Scottish sergeant in whiskey company. There's me digging my trench. Getting it down quick. And someone taking a bit of a tub. There I am again. my war paint on, out on patrol. We're in the sticks somewhere, I'm not sure where. Near Long Bin, I think it was. There we are, all set with our gear out on patrol. Really muggy and hot. Had to wear all those to protect. There's Ralph Kinney. See how soaking wet he is with sweat? He was out on a patrol. See all the bamboo you had to wade through? Used to carry about 90 pounds on your back with swags of bullets for the M16 grenades and radios and things. There's Smithy. That's a whiskey company. 4R. That's it, folks. Back home to Oz. There's Mum's mum and Mum's sister in England. There's her brother Bill. And there's his wife Elsie. Sadly, they're all dead now. Died about 7 or 8 years ago. Maybe longer. I guess that's about 1995. Auntie Elsie died and Uncle Bill sometime before that. And the mother, I think, about 1985, something like that. There's some relatives. That's Mum's mother's sister, Auntie Blanche. I remember when I was young, used to babysit me. This is Peter JUpp speaking, just by the by. And she died when she was about 93 and Mum 87. Dory's long-time friend Madge, I think. Mum's old dog we left behind in England. I can't remember his name now. Maxie, was it? And Mum's sister looks a lot younger then. And where's this? It's Viscount somewhere. Oh, here I'm in my cadet uniform, ready to go off to Puckapunyal. About 14 then, I think, 15 maybe. Old 303. The best for a few years. This is us when we first came out to Australia. This is Plain Street. It's now a petrol station. That's Mum and Dad and my sister Jan. And the dog Scotty. There's Dad fishing with Jan. And some river somewhere. That's my old friend Jack Bryan. He's along with him for the day. What have we got here? Big swimming party with the Scots, I would say. Tommy Carter, perhaps. Maybe that's down at Balnarring, I'm not sure. That's Tommy Carter there with his kids. Who else is there? The Scots and their kids. And Gene Carter there as well, I expect. Tommy's still playing his jazz band. Jan, a bit thinner then. Well, this is the bloke when we first came out to Australia. Dad took over his job, I think, and he went to New South Wales. Took us around some nice places. I'm not sure where those are. Oh, that's one of the dams. I think it's the Upper Murray Dam, I'm not sure. Or the Upper Yarra Valley, I should say. That's the car and Plain Street again, and me doing cadets. I've got Dad's pump action Winchester there, must have been keen. There's our dog Scotty. And Michael and Mark weren't even thought of them. Oh, that's the Murray, the mighty Murray. Dad used to go up there on business trips. All along the, see all the lemonade factories on it, which were a big business in those days. I go with them occasionally. All we did was drive. Murray hasn't changed much. Now, where is this? I suppose it's in one of the weirs. Oh, there we all are. We're down to Lakes Entrance there, just not long out in Australia. So that top looking down from Lakes Entrance. Our dog Scotty, there's Dad. Well, there we are, we're all up at Puckapunyal Cadet Camp now. Well, it's an old, what's that, an old 18, no, 6-pounder, I think, 80-10 gun at Pucka. A bit better at drilling. Sloping arms. That's the Frankston High School flag. There's the old huts we used to sleep in, on straw mattresses. sure what this is. Really high up. Something Dad would have taken on one of his trips. It's high up there, the mountains and mist. There's one of his customers. There we are. It's that one. Where is this? It's a beautiful river somewhere. Oh, this is well, that looks like the Upper Murray somewhere. Around to Langdon. Oh, it's Jeff Scott. It's a flicky old movie, isn't it? And there's Jack Gaylor. There's Mum and Michael, I'd say. There's Michael when he was cute, the first of the JUpp grandchildren. We're followed by many more. Michael, Mark, Ben, Missy and little Sam. And of course Jane's grandchildren. There's Jackie and Michael. Well, not Jane's grandchildren. Jane's grandchildren. Jane's children, Jason, Craig and Sarah. Well, anyway, there's little Michael with Jackie. That would have been roughly about 1968. So that's up in Queensland with Mum's dogs. The bane of our life. Well, it says the mum took more notice of the dogs than she did Jan and me, but I suppose some couldn't blame her for that. There she is, she's terribly proud of her dogs, his mum. Now she's showing them off, and she won so many ribbons, it was unbelievable. She had thousands in her room. Yes, it was an obsession. Well trained. Dogs are better trained than Dad was, isn't it? Or Jan and I. There's Dad and the dogs. He built them all sorts of things, some enclosures throughout the garden. I think she had 14 at one stage. I still had old Scotty, he was still the favourite. Well, there's my bug eye Sprite, and didn't know we had this picture. And there's my brother-in-law at that time wore his MGA. I used to have one of those, but I put it over a cliff at Lawn. This, I mean, must be in the army now. No, I'm not. There's Mum, she's looking great. Dark, this one, not sure why. Oh, that's Dad's boat, and there's Jeff Scott with a cigarette. Don't know who that bloke is. They were all in the Anglers Club. Used to have a few beers. Dad used to love fishing until he went out to Port Macquarie and got seasick on a boat, and he gave up fishing after that. Couldn't stand it. Got a bit of a haul there, a few flatties. Still get thousands of flathead in the bar, I think. There's me and Mum. Oh, I was a handsome boy then. My mum was had a good laugh still. Oh, there's Jackie hiding behind a tree. Looks a bit pregnant there. There's Dad all dressed up, smart, ready for work. Where the hell is this? Oh, this is Dyersma Court, I think. It's a house in Frankston we lived in, off Overport Road. Mum there, she used to do a few ladies' hairs dressing them. There's Dad's boat. There's Mum's little old Austin. There's Dad's company car. Yes, this is Dyersma Court. Bit overexposed this film, Dad. Mum and her dogs. And Daddy used to love them as well. Oh, this is Scott's. That'll be all the little Penny Scott, who's now a big girl with kids. There's Dot Scott, and I suppose that'll be Debbie and Anne. What are we up to here? Bit of fishing swim. It's Dad's car. Oh yes, that's right, he had that tent for the hours to put on. They're obviously off fishing expedition somewhere. And they've got a nice one there. Oh, now I think this little dog's mum's first little terriers. I can't remember what they were, but I think this is the one that got lost down at Lawn. They hunted high and low for it. There's Jan, who's pretty thin, a good looking sister. She's definitely a bit slimmer there. She used to, I think, model for Myers in those days, or a bit later on perhaps. Here we've got Jackie and Mum, and there's me. That's obviously before I went in the army. My long hair. That's Dad. That's the jumper Mum knitted him. He wore that for years. Everyone had jumper in those days. You know, these sweatshirts, as they used to call them. Yep, I think I'd have been about 18, 19 then. 19. My beetle haircut. Mum. This is old Dyersma Court. Dad and I cleared all that back garden, had all rubbish and cut grass there. serious thing of that. Who we got here? Oh, there's a lot of mates. I don't. Who will they be? Oh, there's Ray Pankhurst and Jan. I think this is down Wilson's Promontory. And they're with Michael Boyd. Who else? Can't remember now. Stuart. Bill Stewart, he would have been one of them. And that's Jan when she was a lot younger then. Would have been about 62, I say. They're putting on his German commandant's voice, and there I is definitely a bit younger there. On a short haircut. Now this is Jan when she used to do a lot of riding. I've forgotten the name of the girl she ride. They used to ride up Humphreys Road and places like that. And old Judy Webster used to ride up there as well. Yes, this is all covered in houses now. Oh, there we are. This is Cenotaph Party at Mornington when they used to have the Cenotaph up on the highway. This is a rare shot. It's Wilson's Prom again. Going to slow this Cenotaph one down because I'd like to get that. That's rare old footage. Be a bit of a flick in here. I don't know who the dignitaries were. Probably well and truly dead by now. Yes, one of the 4 sergeants did the Cenotaph Party on one of those. A rare honour. Would have been what, 1961 or 2? 62, I'd say. That was beautiful. The problem, spent a few summers camping down there at Christmas and Easter with the boys. My favourite spot in the world, I'd say. We caught a 10-pound cray off there once, spearfishing. You're allowed to do that in those days. Nowadays it's all very serious, isn't it? That's Bill Stewart, and who else is there? Ray Pankhurst. Oh, this is when Dad and I went up to Mount Gambier. That beautiful blue water. They don't know what it causes. It causes it very deep. It's obviously Jan riding a horse up at Overport Road. She fell off this and hurt her hip and never really still troubles her today. This of course is all subdivided land well and truly now. Houses all over this. This has been back in 1962 as well. And backs onto the Frankston Reservoir. Can't remember the name of the guy who owned it. Dad used to go up there and have a drink with him occasionally. I used to drive Jan up there and Dad's E.H. Holden. Used to go like the clappers, I thought. Anyway, I stacked it one day on him and he never let me drive it again or any other car he ever owned. That's the prom, there I am, surfing. Well, learning to surf. I used to think I was terrific in those days. Had a surfboard with an aluminium skeg on it. Yep, the old zinc noses, everyone had those, and the speedos were all the go then. And slowly the board shorts came in. That's Ray Pankhurst on Mrs. Pankhurst, Bill Pankhurst. There's Jan on the surfboard. Get this back. Michael Boyd, Pankhurst, me. Oh, that's Alan Atwood, I think. Yeah, we all good surfers then. See those aluminium skegs? There's Jan, looking pretty. There she is riding again. I think that's up on Humphreys Road again. Not sure. Some sort of gymkhana. She still rides. Not as well as she used to, I dare say. Now, where's this? Oh, well, I'd say it's probably one of the back beaches down at Rye or somewhere. Dad and Jeff Scott used to go surf fishing down there a lot. There's Jeff Scott. There's Dad. There's Penny, who's about what? Wow, it's 2005, she's about, golly, 40 at least, I suppose. That's old Jeff again. There's Jan the horse, and that's the Dyersma Court on the back lawn. She's obviously ridden it down from where she kept it. Who that was with her, one of our friends, I suppose. Now here we are, there's Michael and me. This is obviously when I'm in the army. Fairly short hair, better what it was. There's Michael McJupp, a bonny little baby. He's just like his little Owen at the moment. Although he hasn't got as much hair as Owen. Mum and still more dogs. Well, this is the years when they didn't used to have automatic camera. Who's this now? Oh, it's me and Dad. And Michael. Oh, why there's all that fading in and out. The end of the film, that's why. Oh no, we're not. It's a bad spot. I thought Michael would grow up to be such a big little chap. JUpp. Gladys May JUpp. We once changed the name to Gina because it sounded more, I'd use the word sexy nowadays. Didn't last very long though. I'm not sure where we are here. Valiant, I'd say we're in Queensland now. This is probably when Dad bought the block up in Queensland. Yes, it was. I'm in the army, and it was paddock land in those days. Around about 1969, he bought 2.5 acres here, turned it into a beautiful garden. Now the trees are huge, but in those days it was a paddock. I helped him mow it. And he built a house and planted all these lovely trees. It was a great botanical garden when he left. Yes, I always remember the years we used to go up there for Christmas. The army days. And there's Michael, he's walking now. He's still got a big willy. It's good old Dad. Yeah, our Dad would have been about 40 then. When they moved up to Queensland in 1969, I think, 68. And I started all over again after moving out from England in 1959, so only 10 years in Victoria. Not sure where we are here. It's a well-built man, I don't know who it is though. Where the hell is this? Oh, it's England. Obviously. Well, this might be some old footage. This could be when Dad went back to England, when his mother or his sister died. Obviously looked up some old friends. There's some fairly well-off old friends. A beautiful place that, isn't it? A good old English countryside in the summer or late spring, I'd say, with the buttercups. Yep. And then you get stuff like that in England, don't you? Oh no, that's Mum there. Is that Mum? No, it's not. It must have been Dad filming. I don't know who this lot is, and that's Yvonne and Elsie actually, I think. It's, yeah. I think this could be Lois and Gray's place in England, I'm not sure. It looks like Sydney Leon, is it? Yes, that's Sydney Leon's wife Pam, who used to be a model. Now this must be older footage. This is an old bit of footage they had from somewhere. What's the date of the cars? They're Bedfords. No, that wasn't Sydney Leon. I don't know who it was. This is Mum's sister Dory would have sent this. Judging by the cars, it's about 64, I suppose, 66. Now this is, I don't know where this is. This is when Mum went back to see her mother for some reason, whether she died or not. That's Mum in her mother's backyard in Earls Court Lane, Dulwich. That was her mother's backyard. I think her sister Dory ended up living there when her mother died. Funny how you get all these tracks mixed up. I'm sure lots of family histories are totally off inaccurate. Yes, that's Mum and her sister Dory, I'd say. And All's Court Lane, you can still see it, opposite Village Park. Beautiful old park up there. This is obviously their pride and joy. The back, the landscapers, only the English would landscape something in the middle of nowhere. Auntie Dory was a bit of a flapper apparently. There we are. Get it right soon. Skiing backwards there. There we are, this is Switzerland. Cool. When I was 30 or 29. Went over there and went. Ooh. 1976, I guess. English guy from Hong Kong on a Rhodesian. Beautiful mountains. A place called Verbier. It's a terrible movie, but it's a guy from Hong Kong. He's a nice guy. I've forgotten his name. He's got this movie done, and then a guy from South Africa or Rhodesia. No, South Africa. And then there's some Rhodesians. It's a bit fast there, isn't it? Now, the one thing I do remember is this fantastic ski jump. Now, this is me coming down there. You go down this big run, you heave up. Look at that. Wow. The biggest ski jump I've ever had. Both times ended in disaster. It was about 10 times. And that's great. And then this really steep little thing and hooked up onto it. I don't think I'll be able to do that anymore. Look at that. Whoa. It's a bit younger than I know. Oh no, that's the guy from Hong Kong. Who is this? Is this me or him? No, that's me. Good crash though. This is up at one of the restaurants. A couple of snobby English blokes and all the girls. There's about 14 staying in the lodge. It was funny, that was. And a real laugh there. Stayed there for about 4 weeks, I think. Can't remember now. Oh, that's not me. I wish it was. That's the Sun freestyle skiing team. A bit speeded up, but then it doesn't matter. This is skiing down the mountain after the hard day. They used to have torchlight processions down here, and it was beautiful seeing it all come down the mountain like a wandering band of light. Good bit of cinematography, isn't it? Pretty good there. suppose I didn't crash. Coming in after a hard day's skiing to the lovely little lodge. Alright, there with the days, Mr. Jupp. There with the days. There's beautiful mountains. I don't know how high they were. I think about 11 or 12,000. Skied right down an avalanche path one day. Didn't know what the sign meant. He was a nice guy, though. Can't remember his name. All leaving. This is up in Dad's house in Queensland. That's with Mum's brother, Uncle Bill, who came out, and Auntie Elsie to Australia. And that's Mark and Michael in Dad's swimming pool. Those early days. This is about, that's JUpp the dog. I guess Mark would have been about 6 there, so it would have made it around about 77, I guess. 78. There's Jackie. There's Auntie Elsie. There's Uncle Bill. There's Michael. Looking a bit skinny. There's Dad and Uncle Bill. Both dead now. As we all will be one day. His Daddy loved his bit of golf. Some part of this beautiful garden. You remember how... There's Mark. There's me, Mark and Michael. Remember how this was bare paddock land? And he planted all those lovely trees. They're still young there, but they grow up bigger than ever. Who's that? That must be Jason, I'd say, the other little boy. Not sure. He was a bit longer than the army days. I guess I'm about 26 here, 27. There's my car in the background. There we all are. Jupps and Veros, and that's the combination in the middle, me. And this is the combination of Jupps, Veros and Bennett's, which is Jackie's maiden name. And there's Duke the Wonder Dog. He lived till about 10, I think. He was a lovely old dog. Bit of a sook. He used to run for miles. I had fun up in Dad's pool, because pools were a bit unusual then. Everyone had these Clark's assembly above ground pools. And slowly but surely they got proper pools. Don't see many of them nowadays. And that was Dad's delight. He kept it perfectly clean. Checked it every day. With his chemical tests. There's the boys, and there's Mum, my mother, Gladys May Jupp, me Vero, that's Michael Peter Jupp, and Mark hates his second name, Julian Jupp. That wasn't long, was it? Final bit of history, folks. Now, I built a house in Allison Road, and this Richard Thorpe, who did the brickwork, is a good old mate of mine, so we had a bit of a fallout. We had some good times together. It's the old company car. I used to work for Miles Laboratories, or Ames Laboratory Division. It was solid brick. There's, who's this here? Oh, there's Michael JUpp. Mum used to work in that shop. There's little Mark. He was a cutie then. It's a bit like Sam and Ben, the whole tribe. There's Jackie. There's Marilyn Savage, who married my mate Randall. There's Hogan Reed, Peter Hogan Reed, good old mate. There's Bruce DeMaro, teacher. There's Sally Hoagie's wife. I can't remember these guys. Oh, there's Randall Hawkins in the background, Nigel Kay. This is down at, there's the guy, Paul Virgo, yeah, he used to work with him. There's Marcus and his wife, they're divorced now. There's Marilyn again. There's Phil Grace playing tennis with Randall. Is it Randall and Neil? Oh, there's can't remember her name. She was a nice girl. There's Bruce DeMano's kid, and there's Randall's, Marilyn Savage's little girl. There's good old Duke. Yeah, Denniston Avenue. We rented this for about a year while I was building the house. There's me, throwing Marcus deservedly, I'm sure, off the hammock. It was a bit rough and ready then. Yeah, about 28 here. There's Marilyn Savage. There's Phil Grace. There's Jane Austen. Got that guy. There's Hoagie again. He had some long hair then. There's Jackie and... Oh, there's good old Thorpe again. He had a nose job to fix it up. There's good old Pete. There's my E-type. Oh, there's Stewie Douglas. I haven't seen him for ages. He's made a fortune. There's his wife Joy. And Randall's dog Woofer. He used to fight with Duke regularly. There's Marilyn again. There's Paul Virgo. I used to work with him. I've got most people. There's Randall. He committed suicide, silly man. I still know his brother Gary. Oh, there's Spongy, Doug Spong. Yeah, Peter Wallace, that's right. Oh, that's Nigel Kay's wife. I've forgotten her name. Good old house. There's Peter Wallace and all. They were good old days, those. There's Michael and Mark. They were lovely, weren't they? Little bingos. I don't think Mark can run much faster, actually, nowadays. Yeah, that house, could have bought that very cheaply in those days, $40,000. I think it's a bit more now. That's it, folks. What do you mean?
You're still videoing me.
Come here. Why hasn't she got socks on? Don't you look after her properly?
No, I'm doing the washing as